Get great deals on the latest phones, tablets, and business apps with O2 Business. Aside from wireless charging and waterproofing, the HTC 10 pretty much packs everything. What do I mean? Well, you've got a front-firing speaker, you've got a bottom-firing speaker, you have a 5-megapixel autofocus image stabilized camera, you've also got a fingerprint scanner down at the base, capacitive buttons either side. The display's 5.2 inches SLCD5 screen tech is nice and sharp, and we haven't seen it before. Right-hand side is where you can find the power button, volume rocker, and a nano SIM card slot. 4G data speed, suffice to say the fastest out there. You can also see to the left-hand side SD expandability, 32 gigabytes of onboard storage, up to 200 gigabytes of micro SD storage, and you can fuse that. Adoptable storage means you can install apps onto the SD card, which is cool. USB Type-C at the base for future-proofing, up at the top 3.5mm headphone jack, and you can output HD audio or high-res audio through the headphone jack. What's more, it also ships with a pair of high-res audio headphones, so you can enjoy it literally out of the box, which is more than can be said for pretty much any other device that I've heard of, unless it's in the special offer pack. Around the back, 12-megapixel rear camera. It's a Sony sensor, but HTC calls it an ultra pixel sensor. You've also got dual tone flash and laser autofocus as well. NFC on board. The metal body makes it feel beefy, makes it feel rich. It's not a light device, but there is a 3000 milliamp battery under the hood, which is good going. The biggest sell that we've seen from HTC on a flagship to date. So that's the HTC 10. Pretty impressive, wouldn't you say? The UI has also been improved greatly. HTC's worked closely with Google to streamline the whole experience, so you don't have doubling up of applications. You have Google Photos, you don't have HTC Gallery, you have HTC Camera, you don't have Google's Camera. It's kind of the right trade-offs in the right places, although I do miss a gallery app that isn't Photos. As for the regular UI, a lot of it's very similar. You've got your vertically scrolling applications tray, which we've seen before. You've also got to the left-hand side blink feed, and this is removable. You can pinch out to get an overview of your home screens, and you can long press to actually control various aspects of your home screens, which I'll do in a bit after I pull down the notifications tray to showcase the stock notifications tray. Right. Long pressing the home screen, you can see I can actually change the home screen layout to something called freestyle. What the freestyle layout is kind of Windows, Mac OS type UI, in which you've got icons that can freely be moved around. It isn't organized in a grid system. This is the only theme currently available for it, but when more themes become available, I think it'll be a lot more usable. This maybe doesn't do it justice. It's very fun, it's very playful, but it's very busy, and it kind of makes my head hurt a little bit. What you can also do is you can, for example, long press a section. You can show hide sticker labels, so you can change labels, you can add stickers. And for example, if I want my aeroplane to be my YouTube application, I could just drag it right on and do that. Like I said, it's fun, it's cool. Is it for me? Well, not right now. Definitely not while I'm talking you through this video. So I'm actually just gonna change the layout back to the classical layout and be done with it for now. So I can talk you around the rest of the device really. Now the camera UI has also seen a little bit of a revision, which is great. I can pull down from the top to access my shooting modes, so I don't actually have to go out of the camera UI itself. Instantly you can see settings just becomes, or shooting modes just become a lot more accessible. In the Pro mode especially is just a tap away. The UI for Pro mode is virtually identical to how it was before though, and we can flip everything to auto, and it's very, very quick to take a picture as well. So it'll probably be slower in Pro mode, but the laser autofocus means that HTC claims this is the fastest smartphone around to take a picture. Whether it is or not, we'll have to wait to find out. And as for what the picture quality is, we'll have to wait to find out. But from the offset, we're going to guess that it's going to be a fair bit better than the HTC One M9. As far as the 4K that you can record from this thing and the video in general, you can also record a superior quality of audio as well. Double as loud as the HTC One M9 and other devices around, and that's a combination of hardware and software with no distortion. So yeah, really, really clear focus that HTC is placing on the audio visual experience here, tying in with Google closely to make sure it's all nice and cohesive and performs quickly. HTC's also optimized the user interface so that it's all very fast. The interface is as responsive, if not more responsive, than an iPhone, making it the most responsive Android to date. In fact, in milliseconds, it beats out the iPhone in terms of finger-friendly responsiveness. There's also something called Boost Plus, which monitors background memory usage and indeed battery consumption. So for example, when I first opened Final Fantasy IX on here, it told me that I'd be better off outputting Final Fantasy IX in Full HD as opposed to the native 2K resolution of the screen. That would save me battery, and so I did. Do I really notice it? Not at all, in the little time I've played it. So yeah, really cool that this actually is on here. Will it make a difference? Well, the real test is going to be how this 3000 milliamp battery 5.2-inch phone stacks up against the likes of the Huawei P9 and the Samsung Galaxy S7, with very similar screen sizes and battery sizes as well. As far as everything else in here, the Snapdragon 820 under the hood with a 4 gig of RAM will perform very well if the specs alone are anything to go by. And of course, with all that tech under the hood, you've got the latest Cat 6 LTE speeds if you're in London on EE or various other parts of the UK that support it. Around the world, it'll be whatever LTE speeds you support. The likelihood is this will be the fastest out there. And in addition to that, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, everything you've come to expect. This is just a very early hands-on. If you've got any questions ahead of our full review, make sure you fire them in the comments section below. And if you like the video, click like. If you like the channel, subscribe. That's how you'll be staying on top of everything that we do. Thanks for watching. Get great deals on the latest phones, tablets, and business apps with O2 Business.